Have you ever had a dream where your body simply wouldn't listen? You're trying to run, but your legs feel like stone. You scream, but no sound comes out. You reach for help, but your arms stay frozen by your side. And when you wake up, your heart is racing, but your body is still. These dreams are more common than we think, and yet most people brush them off as just a weird night. But what if, just what if, your dream was trying to tell you something? Today, we're going to gently explore what it means when we dream about losing control of our bodies. Not through fear or superstition, but with insight, with real stories, and with understanding. Because sometimes our mind speaks in the only language it knows while we sleep: symbols, sensations, and silence. So, if you've ever had a dream where you couldn't move, couldn't cry out, or didn't even recognize yourself, this video is for you. Let's begin.
To understand why we dream of losing control of our bodies, we first need to understand the state we're in when these dreams happen. Most often, they occur during a stage of sleep called REM, rapid eye movement, when our brains are incredibly active, almost as if we're awake. But here's the twist. During REM, the body is naturally paralyzed. This is known as REM atonia, a safety feature, so we don't physically act out our dreams. In most people, this process is seamless. But in some cases, a person may partially wake up during REM, creating a terrifying overlap. Their mind is alert, but the body is still frozen. This is what many people experience as sleep paralysis. But even when we don't fully awaken, this disconnect between mind and body can leak into the dream itself. That's when we dream we can't move, can't run, or that our body has betrayed us. Now let's zoom out a little. These dreams are not just biological accidents. In many cases, they're reflections of a much deeper truth, a sense of emotional paralysis in waking life. Dr. Elaine Marsh, a neuroscientist and dream researcher, explains, "When someone consistently dreams of being unable to move, it often mirrors a real-life feeling of being stuck, emotionally, socially, or spiritually. In fact, through her study of over 1,200 REM-related dreams, Dr. Marsh found 3 recurring patterns of bodily loss of control. 1. Paralysis or immobility, often linked to burnout, decision fatigue, or trauma. Common in people who feel overwhelmed but unable to speak up or take action. 2. Losing one's voice, connected to situations where the dreamer feels unheard or dismissed. A quiet cry from the subconscious. I need to be seen. I need to be understood. 3. Disintegration or distortion of the body, seen in those who've experienced intense identity shifts or dissociation. The dream body no longer feels like their own, mirroring a loss of self in real life. These aren't just dream images. They are metaphors your subconscious uses to express what words cannot. Your dream is holding up a mirror, asking, where in life do I feel frozen? Where have I lost my voice? What part of myself have I ignored? Here's the empowering truth. Your dreams are not punishing you. They're inviting you to listen, to pause, to care. Because even in our sleep, the body remembers. And sometimes, it speaks loudest when we are silent. Meet Rachel. She's 34, a pediatric nurse, strong, capable, the kind of person who's always there for others, even when she's falling apart inside. A few years ago, during one of the hardest winters of her life, Rachel began to have the same dream, night after night. In the dream, she's standing in the hallway of the hospital. It's dimly lit, sterile. There's a patient calling out in the distance, but when Rachel tries to walk toward them, her legs won't move. She's frozen in place. Worse, she tries to scream for help, but her voice is gone. I felt completely useless, emotional, she later shared. I woke up crying. I didn't understand why it felt so real. What Rachel didn't realize at the time was that her dream wasn't random. It was a reflection. In real life, Rachel was overwhelmed. She was working double shifts, caring for terminally ill children, and silently carrying the grief of every loss. She hadn't had a single full day off in 3 months. Her body, in the dream, was saying what she couldn't. I can't keep going like this. This is not an isolated story. Across dream studies, psychologists have found that people who dream of losing control of their bodies often feel powerless in their waking lives. A young college student dreams of falling through the floor during an exam. A man recently divorced dreams of his limbs slowly vanishing. A new mother, exhausted and anxious, dreams that she is stuck to her bed, unable to pick up her crying baby. They all share something, a life situation where they feel emotionally or physically stuck, yet they keep pushing forward. Here's a simple framework to understand these types of dreams. 1. The dream body equals the emotional body. If you lose movement in your dream, ask yourself, where in my real life do I feel unable to act or speak up? 2. Recurring dreams equals urgent signals. When a dream repeats, it's not to scare you. It's to wake you up, emotionally, not just physically. 3. Your dream doesn't hate you. It needs you. Think of these dreams as inner signals, not warnings of doom. They're soft alarms trying to get your attention before something breaks. Rachel eventually sought therapy. She cut down her shifts. She allowed herself rest. The dreams stopped. Not because she ignored them, but because she listened. And maybe, just maybe, your body is trying to speak through your dreams too.
So, you've had a dream where your body failed you. You couldn't move, couldn't speak, or didn't even feel like you. It's unsettling, maybe even scary. But what now? Rather than brushing the experience aside, what if we took it as a gentle invitation to pause and check in with ourselves? Here's a simple, non-judgmental 3-step framework to help you interpret and respond to these dreams in your daily life. Step 1. Capture the feeling, not just the scene. The morning after the dream, take 3 minutes to write down what happened. How did your body feel? What emotions lingered when you woke up? You don't need to be a poet, just be honest. Why this matters? Your emotional body often knows before your logical mind does. The paralysis in your dream might mirror a relationship that's emotionally suffocating, or a job where your voice isn't valued. Writing helps make those invisible patterns visible. Step 2. Ask yourself one grounding question. After journaling, ask, where in my waking life do I feel powerless or disconnected from myself? This question isn't meant to dig up trauma. It's meant to create space. One viewer once shared, after weeks of dreaming that I couldn't speak, I realized I had been swallowing my opinions at work for fear of conflict. Once I voiced myself, just a little, the dreams faded. Dreams don't ask for perfect answers. They ask for presence. Step 3. Take one tiny action toward reconnection. You don't have to make life-altering changes overnight. Start small. Set one boundary at work. Take a 10-minute walk alone. No phone. Speak a truth you've been holding in, even if it's just writing it in a note. Think of it this way. If your dream is a whisper from the inner you, this small act is you whispering back, I hear you. I'm here. Bonus practice. The body scan before bed. Each night, take 2 minutes to gently scan your body from head to toe. Notice tension. Breathe into it. Offer kindness,
to the places that feel stuck. Over time, this simple ritual helps your conscious mind reconnect with your physical self, reducing the emotional backlog that can surface in dreams. There is no quick fix, but understanding your dreams can become a gentle form of self-care, a way of honoring the parts of you that are often silenced during the day. And sometimes, that's all your mind is asking for, just to be heard.
Maybe now, those dreams where you couldn't move, where your voice disappeared or your limbs gave out, don't feel quite so random. Maybe they're not nightmares after all. Maybe they're messages, not from some dark place, but from the quiet corners of your own self, the parts that haven't been heard in a while. The body remembers things we try to forget. And in dreams, it doesn't need language. It speaks through weight, stillness, silence. Not to punish you, but to pull you back to yourself. So the next time you wake up with that eerie feeling of being frozen, take a breath. Ask yourself gently, what am I not allowing myself to feel when I'm awake? And then, listen. You don't need to analyze every detail. You don't need to fix everything at once, but you do deserve to come back to your own body, your own truth, piece by piece, dream by dream. If this video spoke to something inside you, even just then I invite you to stay with us on this journey. In the next episode, we'll explore dreams of accidents and danger, what they really mean, and how to tell the difference between fear and a true inner warning. Until then, I'd love to hear from you. Drop a comment below. Have you ever had a dream where you lost control of your body? What did it feel like? And if you haven't already, hit subscribe, not for the algorithm, but for yourself. For a weekly pause, for a chance to decode what your dreams are quietly trying to say. You're not alone in this. Your dreams are always speaking. All we have to do is start